What is going on, squad? We are back in the building for our recap of Basketball Wives, Season 10, Episode 11. Okay, 7779311. And so, with that being said, let's go ahead and speak to our people in the chatterization. Thank you so much for joining us today. They don't title these episodes, they just give them a number, and we are already on episode 11. Okay, episode 11. Thank the Lord it wasn't 2 episodes last night, because your boy would not have made it. Okay, wouldn't have made it. Shout out to our people watching in the building from Cincinnati, Ohio. We got St. Louis in the building, Bowie, Maryland in the building, Memphis, Tennessee, baby. I see you, Cali in the building. Hey, happy birthday. Okay, we got Phillies in the building, South Carolina. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Hey, Houston's in the building. I see y'all. Who else? Connecticut, South Boston, Virginia. Hey, South Boston, come on through. Listen, let's go ahead and talk about this episode, okay? And let's dive on in. Because last night, I felt like things were finally starting to heat up in the building, okay? In this good jamboree, all right? But unfortunately, the cast members keep getting fewer and fewer every episode, okay? But we're going to talk about that in just 1 second. Now, before we get into all the details and the nooks and the crannies, we're going to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to the 10, okay? Now, for me, on a scale of 1 to the 10, I'm going to give this episode an 8.5. You know why I'm going to give it an 8.5? Well, let's talk about it. At least from what I can see for this week, none of the cast members was out in production. So that's a step up, okay? That's a huge step in the right direction, okay? It's always great when the cast members just, at least pretend like it's real, all right? Next. We finally getting into the whole British indictment situation, which we've been kind of waiting to see all season, all right? Jen was definitely the focus of this episode. Okay, we had a lot of Jen in this episode, a whole lot of Jen. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel like Jen is owed her due, okay? Because Jen has been on this show and she has been everybody's whipping post season after season after season after season after season, okay? So it is nice to see her getting some shine and her not in, at least in the in the hot seat as of yet, at least, okay? So I liked seeing more of Jen this week. But again, I got to take away a couple of points because I feel like by the time this season's over with, we only gonna have about 4 cast members left, okay? Because everybody keeps, whittling away, all right? And I don't really like that, okay? But anyway, I blame production for that, but we'll talk about it as we proceed, okay? Now, let's get into the episode. Now, Malaysia and Jackie meets up to go furniture shopping for Malaysia's new place. They recap Jackie's movie shoot, screenshot to Santa, and then Jackie wants to know, girl, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you answer the phone after, Jennifer's hair launch event? And Malaysia says, well, Jackie, you know what? I needed time to pray. I needed time to go visit my pastor. I needed time to read the Bible, okay? I needed to sing a hymn to the Lord. I needed to go have some time in prayer. I needed to meet with the prayer warriors, on my behalf. I needed somebody to intercede for me after the event because these girls, they just don't like me, okay? They just don't like me. So I needed to talk to the Lord, okay? Then she talks about, she reveals to Jackie about the whole situation with Ashley, number one. Note, I say Ashley number one because we got our Ashley number two in this episode, who not to be confused with Ashley number one that dated Angel's ex Tyreek, who is a non-factor on this show because this was over 7 years ago. Okay. Meanwhile, Malaysia didn't think that she was doing anything wrong. Now, I love you, Malaysia. I do. But when Ashley revealed to us that the scene had to be re-recorded with her explaining to you that she dated Angel's ex Tyreek, that tells me that you knew what was going on and that you just had to play along with the production for the sake of your job. Now, what I do believe is that Malaysia is over being the production pet because she is continuously on the receiving end of the ladies' vitriol because she keeps doing what production asks her to do to keep her job. So I believe Malaysia went and sought the word of prayer from the Lord, and the Lord said, I don't think you should be doing this no more. Okay. Which is why I also feel like Malaysia is tired, okay? And quiet as it's kept, the rumor mill is saying that beyond like a couple more scenes, we ain't gonna see much more of Malaysia, okay? So meanwhile, she felt completely disrespected by the ladies, and she doesn't want to speak to them again, ever, okay? Ever. Meanwhile, over at Angel's store, we all are asleep, okay? I love Angel. I do. But she really, I mean, it's a lot of drama that's involving Angel, but she is not really that exciting of a character. And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Lovely young lady. Lovely, lovely. I mean, she showed up this week in her t-shirt and a bra, okay, and her belly. All right. I was just thankful I could see her face, but it was still 800 bundles in the hair. It was still the ginormous dangling earrings hanging from the ears. And I just feel like her clothes bring more excitement to the show than she does. I said it, okay? And I'm probably wrong, but it is what it is. All right. Anyway, Jen goes to visit her at the warehouse. Okay. Hey, Leandra, thank you for coming and becoming a new member and supporting the channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. You know what? The love is real. The love is real. Thank you, boo. Um. So Angel wonders. Well, Jen is like, Angel, just so you know, I did not bring Ashley number one to the event. I did not know a thing about it. Okay, because Jen want her to know she ain't do nothing to f up that relationship so that Jen can keep getting those Diamond Dale outfits from Angel Brinks. Okay, that's why. All right, she wanted Angel to know it wasn't me. Okay, just like Shaggy, it wasn't me. All right. Now, Angel, bless her spirits and her heart, wonders if Malaysia was being shady, and she doesn't really need all of this stress. Quiet as is kept, she don't really even need to be on this show by the looks of it. Angel has a whole thriving business, okay, a whole mansion that clearly she's gotten on her own. She able to pay her bills, take care of her kids, throw lavish parties and events, while still managing to bring very little drama to the show. I mean, she could go on about her life and not even have to deal with this show anymore. Because all they're going to do is keep coming for her past relationships. Okay? She should just pay them dust when they do that type of stuff. Because it don't even matter. You in a whole relationship with another man, preggers by the man, and have a baby on the way. What does it matter that Ashley, number one, dated your ex 7 years ago while you might have been dating him? And okay, I don't even understand why she cared about that or even gave that any attention. Okay, whatever. Jennifer thinks it's Malaysia's MO to bring people around that irks the group. Okay. They talk about Jen's new relationship with Jelani. More on that later. And Honestly, I feel like I can buy Jen and Angel Brinks being friends more than Angel and like a Duffy being friends because again, they all treated Angel Brinks like dirt when she was on there before. So I'm just like not buying their friendships. Now, Brooke is preparing for her mind, body, and soul event because she is trying to get her spirits right for this next IVF journey. You know what I'm saying? Um, I discovered that last night. Okay. Meanwhile, we're gonna get to Sierra, aka British, in a minute. So anyway, she's having the event at her brother and sister and her brothers and her sister-in-law's place. I'll be wondering where does Brooke, where do you live? Okay. Why are we not having it at your place? Granted, your brother's place, okay, was everything. But I be wondering, like, what are your living accommodations? Because we want the ladies themselves to be fabulous. We've seen Angel's place. We know that's fabulous. I want to see everybody else's fabulosity. Okay. I do. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to believe it don't exist. Meanwhile, all the ladies arrive and British now feels like she owes Malaysia an opportunity to explain herself. And I said to myself, and I wrote in my notes, an indictment will sure humble somebody, won't it? Okay. Because last week she was tearing up Malaysia, running her up, down, through, and across the river and through the woods. But this week, oh, you know what? She deserves an X. Everybody deserves a second chance. Don't they deserve a second chance? Won't having yourself go through a situation force you to look back at some other situations wherein you treated somebody with the evilness and the anger that was literally unwarranted because she didn't do anything to you? All of a sudden now you believe in second chances. He's a god of second chances. Oh, yes, he will. Won't he do it? Okay. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Okay. And you know that now at this point because now you are about to face the music for these allegations. Okay. I really wouldn't even come at British like this. British, aka Sierra. I wouldn't come at her like this, but I just felt like all the energy she gave Malaysia last week was completely unwarranted. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't have to do all that because the situation wasn't even about her. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said last week, quiet as this kept, I ain't never even seen Malaysia pursue a friendship with this girl. The last time we saw them interact, it was a dry high. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even sure why British was so like geeked up and hyped up about it. Anyway, I'm not gonna go back down that path. British does, but I'm not done yet. Brooke herself does not know why Malaysia is not bothering to come to her event. And she feels like Malaysia has no excuse not to show up. You think that Malaysia gonna want to show up at your brother and sister-in-law's house when y'all went off on her so bad last week for bringing this Ashley #1 to the Ponderosa? Now, granted, it might have been a little messy, okay? But it ain't no worse than any of y'all have done on this show in past or present seasons. That actually couldn't have been too many seasons because all of y'all was on one. Okay, let's call a thing a thing. So you saying to me today that Malaysia ain't got no excuse not to come to your house after y'all just berated this woman and dragged her for filth to her face? You think she would want to show up for your body, mind, and spirit and soul party? No. Okay, it don't make no sense. Meanwhile, we get to meet Ashley #2, okay, who goes over much better with the group. She has some connections to the NBA. I don't know what they are, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, Jackie, who did not meet Ashley #1, mistakes Ashley #2 for Ashley #1. They have to correct her and let her know this is a whole new Ashley. It's a whole new day, and your spirits is about to be cleansed by this Ashley, not sullied like the other one, okay? Because this Ashley is an intuitive healer, and the goal is to have some open discussions within the group that is getting smaller and smaller by the week. Okay. Jackie wants to know, okay, What happened with Malaysia in the group last week? I heard it was some drama. I like when Jackie come in and just go ahead and get straight to the point. Okay, let's go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty of this Ponderosa. Jen says she thinks Malaysia is being intentional, and British doesn't know if Malaysia's personality even fits with hers. Brooke is happy with the group that's present, and Brandy just adores the way that Jackie has taken the role of caretaker for Malaysia because that used to be her job. But now she can't do it. She can't do it. She can't muster up the strength to be there for Malaysia in that way. And so, Jackie, I am thankful to you for being her caretaker when I cannot be there. Okay. And Jackie gets emotional and get to crying. Okay. Who is calling me from Toronto, Ontario? Okay. Don't they know I'm working? Meanwhile, sorry. Um, where was I? Oh, anyway, Brooke wants everybody to go release everything and let things go. As they head into the sound bath. So British at that point in time gets a disturbing phone call and screams, "You know what? Okay, okay, okay. I know what to do." And then she gets off the phone, right? So everybody looking around like, what? What happened? British, what's going on? What's going on? She don't want to talk about it, okay? But she gotta go because she can't, it's too much today. She probably should have stayed for that sound bath and cleanse the spirits and things, but whatever. In her confessional, she just says that she was confused and doesn't want to tell the ladies, so she dips. Okay. So then Ashley number 2, not to be mistaken for Ashley number 1, preps the sound bath to remove all the negative energies from the bodies. Okay. Now, during the sound bath, all Jackie wants to do is rub on her nether regions and parts and things like that and stimulates herself, right around this area in the chesticles. Okay. Um, and they do the sound bath, and that's it. Okay, it was rather anticlimactic. So the next day or sometime later, who knows? Brandy is on the laptop with her husband Jason. Malaysia meets up with her sister and reveals how happy she is to be home. This was kind of like a little montage scene or whatever. And Angel speaks about her design consultant coming in while she's prepares to drop this baby. Okay. Meanwhile, Jackie, Jennifer, Brandy, and Duffy link up for dinner, and Jackie wants to know where British is. Duffy wants to know where what's up with Jennifer and her man. Are y'all still together? And we learned that he has introduced her to his friends as his lady, but she doesn't want to bring up, where they are in their relationship to him just yet. So now they want to know what's up with Jackie in these movies. And we learned that she booked another horror movie. And she needs to go out of town to do some research, and she wants them to come. Now, by process of elimination, for me, when Jackie say, okay, when Jackie says to me, I'm gonna do a horror movie, so I need to go do some research. Okay. I want you to come with me on this trip to do some research for the horror movie. Sky Squad, what would that lead you to believe? Okay, we are either going someplace haunted, we are going into somebody's woods, we're going to be in something like a graveyard. There's going to be something unsavory involved in this trip. So you already know, okay, it's going to be some shenanigans. All right? Now, Jackie already lets the ladies know that Malaysia's not coming, even though she did invite her. Malaysia's like, I don't want to argue and fight with nobody. And then they're going to be there between 4 and 6 days. That's almost a week, okay? A week of my life, and I don't know where I'm going. You crazy, okay? Anyway, Jennifer and Brandy are luxury snobs, so they need some accommodations, okay? And I feel the same way. Anyway, they FaceTime Brooke, and Brooke wants some clues, like, what kind of clothes to bring. Jackie lets them know to bring some comfortable stuff, some fancy stuff. And then Jackie says they are staying in 4-star accommodations. She just needs them to arrive with their chesticles hard, okay? That's it. Meanwhile, Angel and Rockstar are in the bed. Angel tells Rockstar about the girls' trip. Rockstar says, I don't think you should go. Angel says she's not going to go. The end. Jennifer meets up with Jelani. He has roses for her. And I like what I like about, the Jelani man is I like that he looks at her like he wants to be with her. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I like that, because even if he is a paid actor, because you got to question every single thing on this show, right? Even if he was just the paid actor, he's doing his job. So I'm thankful for that, right? I am thankful for that. But you know, they talk about basically what they want for their future. He wants marriage and cheering. He's open to all of that. And they talk a little bit about, her parents getting divorced and what her first marriage was like and how she saw the red flags, but she stayed anyway. And then he threw a drink in her face, all that type of thing like that. Anyway, he feels like he could stay right here in this moment with her forever. And then they cheers to forever. Okay. Now, I better see this man around in the next part of this season. Because if I don't, I'm going to know it was some fakery. Okay. Meanwhile, all right. Who got some French bulldogs? I was thinking about getting one. Anyway, I'm nosy in the chat. So anyway, Duffy and Brooke go shopping for looks for Jackie's trip, and they worried that Jackie might take them out somewhere to somebody's sex dungeon or something like that. Brooke then takes a call from her husband, Steve. Finally, we get to see the man that Brooke is married to. Okay. Are they still married? Is that a thing? I hope they're still married. Okay. I just I don't know. Are they still married? Somebody let me know. Sierra, holla at me, boo. Holla at me. I want one. Mm-hmm. Oh, if listen, if you got the Frenchies, okay. If you got the Frenchies, come on with it. Come on with it, okay. Shoot me an email or put your email down in the thingamabob in the chatterization. All right. Oh Lord, they aren't married. See. I mean, that's probably why we ain't see the man but one time and he won't so excited about this IVF journey, which makes this whole storyline for her so unbelievable. Okay? I'm just trying to understand. So why are we even talking about it? They ain't even together. She get a call from him. She talks about the IVF journey. He don't look excited. The end, okay? Divorce. And so anyway, everybody packs for the trip. No one knows anything about what they're doing. Brandy arrives, Jennifer arrives. We learned that Jennifer got a pressed nerve. Brooke and Duffy arrive, and everybody wants to know where they're going. Now, this is what I got to talk to you about. We started off this season with a whole lot of cast members. We nearing the end of the season, part 1 or whatever they calling it, with just 5 ladies going on the trip. It's Jackie, it's Jennifer, it's Duffy, it's Brooke, and it's Brandy. And that's it. Malaysia ain't coming. Angel ain't coming. They didn't diss the Dorsey sisters so bad that they didn't send them packing. Okay. So we down to 5. Okay. Which is just pitiful at this point. Angel ain't coming because she's about to drop this baby. Okay. And y'all done ran off Malaysia. So for me, what's the point? Why even go on the trip? We should have cut the season right here with British being indicted. But no. Oh, that's it. British is off in St. Louis because she had to turn herself in to the police because there was a warrant out for her once the indictment went out. Okay, that's what I was missing. My bad. And the girls say, because Brooke lets the girls know that the woman had to turn herself, Sierra had to turn herself in St. Louis, but that Brooke says she has a great lawyer. So then Jennifer says that they are going to support British, right, wrong, or indifferent. And I'm like, really? Are we? You don't even know if she did it or not. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. Not once have I heard her say on the show that she didn't do it. Now, at least not yet, from my understanding. Now, I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know what the truth is. My hope is that she is innocent. But ultimately, I'm not supporting nobody, okay, if they are guilty of the things that she has been indicted for. Furthermore, y'all don't even know her like that, okay? Half of y'all just met her. So how you going to talk about we ride or die regardless? Y'all saw what happened with Jen Shaw. Some of them girls was riding and dying for her. Jen Shaw was touting out her innocence. Jen Shaw was making this into a black thing. You know what they did? They treated us wrong when they arrested me, and they went to my family's house and they treated us. It was a black thing. And all of a sudden, the woman is now pleading guilty. Okay. So to me, it's like, you should just say, I'm going to pray for her. Okay. But to say you're going to support this woman, right, wrong, or indifferent, like y'all been homies since middle school, that sounds crazy to me. Crazy. Okay. Meanwhile, Brandy and Duffy getting their car together because they not riding in the same things. And Jackie reveals that the IRS, okay, is following her. All right. The IRS is following her. So that's how she finding out things. Nobody believes that. Anyway, all the girls are looking around as they approach Joshua Tree. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Joshua Tree, to my knowledge, is heading out towards or past Palm Springs. So Palm Springs is probably about 2 hours outside of LA. It's in like the desert and in the mountains, right? It's picturesque. It's very beautiful. But Joshua Tree is in a more remote location. But I can tell you that there are some amazing rental properties out there, and some of them are usually hidden that you cannot even see. There is this amazing house out there that is made of all glass that you can't even see it because it looks like everything is reflecting off of it. So all you see is mountains when you're looking at the house. You can't actually see the house because all you're seeing is reflections. And I'm sure some of these ladies probably know that. But before we get there, I need to go back because there was a scene with British and she has a meeting with production. We learned that British needs to speak with production immediately. She woke up with a text from her lawyer that she was indicted. So she has a warrant out for her arrest, and it might be up to a 5 to 10 year count. The producer doesn't know what to say because he ain't probably never encountered nothing like this before. Okay. And so that's pretty much that on that. Now, we do know that there was some issues with British being able to travel for the second half of the season. And there was a cash trip to Mexico. Not sure if she was actually able to go to that or not. I had heard that the judge had revoked her travel privileges, and we had talked about that in a video on this channel because she was, kind of traveling on her own and not getting permission from the court, and she was supposed to do. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but she also has a morning show with Andrew Caldwell and somebody else. I cannot remember the person's name, so please forgive me for that, in the St. Louis at this point in time. So the woman is able to work, okay? But apparently she had to wear some type of bracelet on the leg, which was also prohibitive for filming for Basketball Wives as well. So that's something that's also interesting to note as we move forward into the future episodes for the back half of the season, which I will be interested to see how that was shot, because season 10A has been a bunch of cockamamie, but finally we're gonna get a scene next week with Jackie Christie going off on Brooke Bailey, flipping a table and screaming, "You woke me up." Okay. Now, to me, I've been waiting all season for this moment right here because it seems as though this group has found a way to individually knock out woman after woman on this show and ostracize them with this whole gang bang mentality. Basically, they did it to Nia and Naria, they did it to Malaysia, and next it looks as though they're gonna do it to Jackie. Okay. Tycoon, Jackie is definitely crazy. She's honored the IRS for following. Okay. I am so ready for Jackie to when Jackie gets woke, okay, we like it. Okay, we like it because that's a Jackie that I remember from seasons ago. Okay, she done battled Evelyn, she done battled Brooke once before. Okay, she done battled Drea, she's done gone up head to head with Laura. You know what I'm saying? And while we at it, why don't we do this? Why don't we bring back Laura Govan? Why don't we bring back, and I know most people don't even like her, but Gloria Govan. Why don't we bring back some of the actual real OGs that actually, made waves, that got the personality to pull off being on a reality show that can actually make things happen and make the storm brew. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these ladies ain't got the star power that it takes to take a show like this into the next level. Okay. Oh wait, y'all saying Laura is allegedly a colorist. Oh Lord, never mind. My bad. Okay. Okay, so maybe not her. Okay. But thank God Jackie is gonna shake the table on them. Okay. Now I hope the lady is I hope she's not the colorist person. Lord knows. Because we don't want to go back to we don't want to go back to last season. Um, so anyway, Drea ain't coming back. Drea is like, I am done with that. I don't think you could pay her enough to come back. Miss Awesome says, I can't take the fake and false stories. I can take an hour of Jackie by herself. Love you, Richie. You keep me LOLing. Oh, thank you, boo. Yeah, Jackie to me is great. Meanwhile, and Tammy ain't coming back. Tammy's show allegedly has already been renewed for season 2. Okay, so Tammy, she making that coin elsewhere on VH1. Meanwhile, with that being said, listen, that's the review for Basketball Wives season 10, episode 11. Hopefully, episode 12 gets things popping like we need to get them popping, like our old Basketball Wives from back in the day. And with that, we will catch you guys in the next video. Y'all know I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one.